Hey guys, it's Kate Boyd from Kate Boyd Cheerleading, and today I'm here to answer some of your questions. And one question that I received is I'm a first year new coach and I just don't even know where to start. So that's where we're starting, right there. As if you're a first year coach, where do you even begin? So, number one, you need to understand the scope of your job and work with your administrator to figure it out, whether that's your an athletic director or someone in the high school that's over you, whatever that is. Just kind of make sure that you understand everything that you're responsible for. Maybe you don't have to know all the details, but at least you have sort of an outline of all of your different job duties, your job description, something like that. Because you're planning fundraisers, you're planning practices, you're shuttling people to games, you're planning pep rallies, you're responsible for maybe some spirit and decorating stuff. So you just want to make sure that you know traditionally what is right, what is done, and then you can move forward and try to figure out what you want to make your program look like. Okay, so that's first. Just try to get a full scope of what you're doing. Second is don't lose sight of the skills that you already have. Whether you're a teacher or, a social worker, whatever it is that you do in your other life, like I'm a writer in my other life and I coach cheerleading on the side. And so I have skills already that I can apply to cheerleading. So it's easy to look at cheerleading and think, wow, it's so different, it's so way out of my comfort zone, and I'm just not going to be able to do everything that I want to do for them. And that's okay. You don't have to understand all of cheerleading to be a good coach. What makes you a good coach is that you care and that you love them and that you're committed to shepherding them and committed to being a good coach. So if you have that, that's the best foundation you can have. Secondly, you have, if you're a teacher or you work with people or whatever it is that you do, you have these personality traits or skills that totally apply to coaching cheerleading. If you're a teacher, of course that applies to coaching cheerleading. You already know how to manage a classroom. You already know how to put everything together, how to teach things. That's super important. Now you just have to learn what you have to teach. That's all. Okay. Next thing is to know your weaknesses and find ways to fill those in. So, yes, you want to lean into your strengths, but there are going to be some things that you're not great at. And maybe that's stunting, maybe that's choreography, maybe you're a great person to build leaders, but you just need to learn a little bit more of the technical side of cheerleading. Whatever that is, you need to either find ways to build into yourself for that, and be upfront with your administrators with what you need, because in the end, cheerleading can be dangerous. And if you're not prepared to face those challenges, then it's not going to go well. So you want to make sure that you know what your weaknesses are. Your weaknesses can also be filled in by somebody that's already within the program. Maybe you have a parent who's really good at keeping things organized or loves planning things. Have them do social events, have them help with carpool arrangements, stuff like that. Or maybe your captains are good at stuff. Maybe you're not good at choreography, but your captains are dying to try. Give them that creative outlet. It's totally fine. And then maybe you just need an assistant coach, or you have an assistant coach, or you're looking for an assistant coach. And in that, you can look for someone who has strengths where you have weaknesses, and that will really help. Okay, last thing I want you to consider when you're a brand new coach is to find opportunities to learn. Like I said, you probably already have a great foundation. You just need to figure out the best ways to build upon that foundation in order to be the hero that you want to be. And so to do that, you can look into conferences or look around at blogs like I've got a lot of stuff, or even my signature program, Stunt School, stuff like that you can really use to improve your knowledge, increase your knowledge, and then improve your coaching skills will be huge moving forward. So really find ways to learn, and then make sure that you work that into your budgets somehow. or that your school has some sort of continuing education within the budgets. Make that a priority, because if you're not improving, you can't really be challenging other people to improve. So always be looking for ways to be better at what you do. So being a first-year new coach can be really overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. What you really need to focus on is writing it all down and making plans, yes, but also to not forget who you are, what you're good at, and why you're doing this. And if you can do that, everything else will start to fall into place. Yes, there will be hectic times, but it doesn't have to completely overwhelm you when you know your strengths. So, if you enjoyed this video, then subscribe to my channel, and then maybe check out my newsletter for weekly tips to help you coach with more confidence and be the hero that you want to be. All right, see you later.